Hello once again, my friends. Wake Angel 2001 coming at you with another Sonic Prime figure review. I actually got this in a store before the Hard-Boiled Heavy arrived in the mail, but I kind of been holding back so I could shoot both the videos at the same time. It is the Dr. Deep, the one of the Chaos Council from New York City. Yeah, basically it's the 20-something Dr. Eggman. Let's see. This 20-something version of Dr. Eggman thinks of himself as a philosophical deep thinker and the most bohemian member of the committee. Yeah, bohemian means artsy in a unique way. So yeah, I was trying to find Chaos Sonic, failed to find Chaos Sonic again, but, you know, we got another Chaos Council member. So let's get him out of his packaging and see, see if this figure is able to hold up to the quality standards of the rest of the Sonic Prime toy line. And so here is Dr. Deep in all of his Dr. Eggman weebishness. Seriously, this version of Dr. Eggman is a complete and utter weeb. He's just like me, for real, for real. Okay, so let's get a nice zoom in on this taller figure. And he has all of his detail stylings pretty good. You see he has his stylized version of the Eggman Empire logo. I like that his belt buckle is also egg-shaped. He has really skinny legs, his little two-toed sandal shoes. He even has the prayer beads on his wrist, as if this guy ever respected Asian culture in any way. Like his little shades that you see that they do have ear hooks that block his eyes from the side, but they don't actually reach all the way to his ears. Even the back of his costume is properly detailed. It actually has the lines of Dr. Eggman's normal outfit, but, you know, it's put onto this thing he has going on. And his little high water jeans with the intentionally folded up cuff, so they probably are much longer than they are, but he intentionally made them high water. He even has his arm tattoos, which, if you look closely, are a bunch of chicks and eggs. Like chickens, birds. Yeah, he has a whole theme going on with his tattoo art. Not bad. Okay, let's get a nice zoom out so we can see the poseability and articulation. His head is on a swivel. Yep. There's no gimmick where you push a button to make his toupee jump off. I guess they put that one in there so that they would have something to budget out in the later waves. He has a universal joint in the shoulders. They don't go down any further than this, but thanks to his elbow swivels, you can have him standing with his arms looking more at his sides. Elbows get a 90-degree bend. There is a bicep swivel, like I just mentioned. Also a bit of spinning meat because his forearm does swivel and his wrist swivels. Nothing in the waist. Hips have a very good range because of the design of this character. He doesn't really have anything to obstruct them. No clothes, no butt cheeks. And in fact, he can actually just sit on the floor. I think that might be the first time we've actually seen a figure in this line that can actually do that. Knees get a solid 90-degree bend. So, yeah, this guy is posable. He has all the joints he needs, ball-jointed ankles. So, yeah, it's a very, very good, very well-made figure. Only thing, his left hand is clearly sculpted to be holding something, but he doesn't have any accessories. Now, I'm not saying he needs to give us his little mech armor that he used to fight in, but you could have at least given us one of his katanas. Yes, this guy is a skilled swordsman who fights with katanas, and you didn't put one in the package? You really couldn't budget one little sword accessory? I mean, the proper line can get these big giant accessories that they come with, but you can't spare like a penny's worth of plastic to give us a proper sword for this guy? Also, Amy needed that sword too, or should I say Black Rose. She really needed that accessory as well. But whatever. So, to bring in another Eggman figure to compare him to, a proper classic Eggman, we can see how, because it's 5-inch scale, this figure is a full head taller than the proper universe counterpart. Which, again, like I said, I would like it if they made Eggman Prime in this toy line, because Eggman Prime, looking exactly like regular Eggman, would be a properly scaled Dr. Eggman figure let's just say, modern Dr. Eggman figure to stand next to the 4-inch Sonic figures. But, you know, I haven't heard anything about that. In fact, I haven't heard about them making any of the Prime characters. Like, I mean, maybe, like, yeah, like, Prime Amy, Prime Rouge, Prime Tails, Knuckles, like, Prime Sonic with his proper colored shoes, and, you know, Eggman. I mean, technically, Shadow is the Prime Shadow, but that's because he never shattered. So, like, I don't know, I just feel bad about it. I want to have a regular version of Eggman in this scale. They have a perfect excuse to do it, but they haven't yet, and that's really annoying me. But yes, missing accessory aside, the figure itself is fantastic. It's really well sculpted. Its joints are rock solid. It's posable. It looks good. It plays good. Perfectly great figure. It is a good, fantastic toy of Dr. Deep. So if you really want to go on in the whole Eggman Council thing, there you go. It makes me wonder how they're going to do the other members of the Chaos Council, because those guys are notably different sizes. Like the baby Eggman would be like this tall. Then the like the 12-year-old Eggman would barely come to this guy's waist. Old man Eggman would barely be chest high. Like, are they going to include accessories with those smaller figures? Because, like, you know, if there's one thing that this line is hurting for, it's proper accessories. Like, Thorn Rose was the only one that came with a proper accessory with her hammer. And, like, it's really hurting that the rest of the line doesn't have them, because although there are some that you can get away with not giving accessories, such as Tails 9, then again, like, his parts count because every single one of his tails is so heavily articulated, probably made that figure more expensive to produce. But, you know, like, don't tease us by giving us an accessory holding hand and then not give us an accessory. That's just wrong, Jakks Pacific. Anyway, that is the negative I have to say. The positives are positive, the negatives are minor, and overall, this is still a pretty good figure if you're collecting the Sonic Prime toy line. This is Wake Angel 2001, signing off.